coming back to this channel. This is a summary of how to prepare for a summit hike. I did the Kilimanjaro hike recently in Mount Meru. But prior to this, like a couple months before, I did some practice hikes, like 1 or 2 hikes every week. I just wanted to, the reason why I did practice hikes is just because I wanted to make sure that the right equipment are being used, the right shoes are being used. I literally had to try on different types of shoes, and then I finally got the 2 shoes that I actually was wearing in Kilimanjaro and Mount Meru, and those were the perfect shoes for me. It doesn't mean it's perfect for you, but you have to figure out exactly what shoes fit you. Number 2 is that acclimate at least 2 weeks prior to the hike. There is a, depending on your route also that you're taking. So like acclimate, for example, like what I was doing is like I was hiking up Mount Whitney, which is at 14,500 feet. I was hiking up San Gorgonio, which sits at about approximately 12,000 feet. And then just kind of just go through like at least, I don't know, 8 to 10 hours of hikes just to make sure that you can actually tolerate that distance. Number 3 is aerobic and stretching. A lot of this in-between exercises, stretching your neck, yoga. Some people do yoga as well. Number 4 is good nutrition, and make sure that you eat well prior to hike. Some people would take, like carbohydrates, not so much right before the hike, take snacks with them, and then, or lunch with them, depending on what time you're actually going for a hike. And then at the end of the hike, just take some, eat some protein, replenish your muscles with protein after the hike, and drink plenty of water. Number 5 is avoid alcohol. Some people just, I just can't do it without, with alcohol. It's just because my judgment is poor. And second is that I don't feel so good, especially when I go on an elevation. And I just don't like the feeling of being drunk when, you're drinking alcohol. And lastly is that in terms of medicine, consult with your physician or any guidelines. Apparently, I found out that other countries don't have any guidelines for altitude, to avoid altitude sickness. US has the Centers for Disease Control guideline as to how to take the Diamox and the steroids during your elevation hikes. And so, again, consult with your physician. There's a 12.5 milligram every 12 hours of the Diamox, 2 days, at least for me, it's 2 days prior to the hike. Some people will take it at 8,000 feet. Some people would take it a day before. So depending on how, again, try elevation hikes prior to the big one to kind of just try out which one you want to, when you want to take the altitude sickness medication. The steroid is taken right at the summit, and it's usually 4 milligrams every 12 hours. Again, look at the CDC guideline, the World Health Organization. I didn't see anything at World Health Organization. There's a Centers for Disease Control guideline for the US, and then just consult with your physician as to how to take these medications. And then, of course, your routine medications, don't forget them as well. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to also post with you is that for women who are menstruating, it's better. I recommend that you don't go when you're menstruating because I tried it myself and I didn't do very well. I want to check your iron intake as well. So like your ferritin level, just to make sure that you have enough red blood cells, which is the oxygen carrying capacity cells, to be able to hike these elevations, because as everyone knows, there's not a lot of oxygen as you go up an elevation. So anyway, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me on this and comment below, or send me an email. I will research answers for you if I don't have the answers for you. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next adventure.